Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am right here looking at what is happening on this planet and who is the perpetrator. The perpetrator. Yes, we have a tremendous problem in the United States of America. The country is completely collapsed. I mean, literally. The government is fighting itself, and the people is completely disorganized, or how can I say, condition. Their behavior are very lacking. To the extent that now we have little white Americans that came from Poland, learn how to speak English, and forgot the today, Memorial Day in the United States of America, we celebrate our memories. And our memories are who created us, who created the United States of America. And these Polacos, white Americans, they have forgotten who is Bernardo Conde de Galvez, Esteban Rodriguez Miro, Marqués de Lafayette, Jean Batista, Carlos Terceros, Louis XVI, and all these people who created us. And today we name our geography with their names. Like Louisville, Kentucky, named after Louis the 16th. Yeah, for those of you Mexicanos, they learn how to speak English and marry little white girls. They smoke a lot of drugs from Poland, and now they think the English, creating little drug addicts from America. Today, you're celebrating the name of your geography. So let's see what the the white Americans that came from Spain and learn how to speak English and follow the English, and they are traders of the Iberian people, are saying to us, how they are conditioning us, you and I. So let's see. Let me come here, and of course, I'm always getting hacked, so I can no longer operate the my website like I want to. So I had to do everything manually. So check this out. I found myself looking at Latino USA. To me, these people are the most how can I say, destructive of humanity, because they are smart. They understand that they are not Latinos, but they making money. They holding you captive, making money off you. They are commercial broadcasters. And something very interesting, the Mr. Trump remove their funding, remove their money, the government money they was allocated by the United States of America Congress. And that is because Mr. Donald Trump, they don't want Latinos to be Latinos. He wants to transfer the Latinos into whites. He wants to transfer the blacks into whites. He wants to transfer the yellows into whites. He wants everybody to be white. That is his ending game. But of course, he is not white. He is a negro from Scotland and Bavaria, created by whom? By the Spaniards and the French. And that is what I have problem with. I have tremendous problem with color coding, because humanity cannot be color code. The moment that you start color code humanity, everything changes, because you lose your correct identity. So, Latino USA, Latino USA, Latino USA. Now, first, let's find out who or where these Latinos. Oh, I have somebody here. It's Prickles. Hola, ¿qué tal? Sprinkles. So, sprinkles. Thank you. You are my first uh, viewer today. So I do thank you and happy Memorial Day. And that is what we're talking about today, Sprinkles. We're talking about Memorial Day. So let me show you. Let me show you who these people are. Latino USA. Latino USA. So who is broadcasting this Latino USA show that now is been around for a very long time, deceiving people, conditioning people, selling you crap, selling you politics that do not belong to you or belong in the United States of America. So Latino USA. Well, who are the Latinos? Latinos are people from Latium, Peninsula Italica, the Italian peninsula. Well, today we call Romans. Today we call Italians. Today we call people from the city of Rome, from the city of Latina. The only Latinos on this planet are the people from Latina, Lazio, or Latium, Peninsula Italica. That's it. So now what they're trying to do is remove your correct identity, make you something else. Because they understand that you are a puppy, that you are a lamb, that you are a human, a biology. So to destroy your correct identity, they assign you a new name, a new sound, Latino. But the reality is that you are Aztecas, Mayas, Incas, Mascaleros. You are people from the Iberia Peninsula. You are Celtos, Celtos, uh, Euskeros, Araneses, Catalanes, Andaluces, Extremeños, Ocios, Occitanos. You are from all these Visigothic Roman groups that came into the American continent, name it, advanced the population that was here, the Aztecas and the Mayas. But now they want you to forget that. They don't want you to remember that so they can control you, so they can make you one of them. A Polaco that is an immigrant in the United States of America and wants to be English. The English are controlling their minds. So to get around that, they call you Latinos. Latinos. They call you Latinos. 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 And they spend a lot of money repeating that to you every single day. So Latinos are brown people, are colored people, but the whites are no colors. Only the browns are colors because white is not a color. You know, and there is millions, 360 million people of or a billion people now around the planet believing that a man that was born in Mexico City, right beside a pyramid built by the Aztecas and Mayas and Incas, he is a Latino. And they accept it and they will defend it. Now, who is doing that? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's pick up this woman right here.
I'm super excited to be here in conversation with you, Maria. I'm one of the, actually, probably.
Now, Maria. Where that name come from? Maria. Well, that name is not from Latina, at all. I mean, the names from Latium, Peninsula Italica, are named after Latin names because they speak Latin. But this language that I am communicating with you now, it is called New English, and it has nothing to do with Latin. Absolutely nothing to do with Latin. It's the opposite. These Germanic languages influence the Latin because they migrated into the Roman Empire. The Visigothic people are the number one, and also the Celtic people that's been around the European geography for a very long time. So now, how we name this? Well, we use names or sound to define identity, to define groups, ethnic groups. So we, the Iberian people, call ourselves Celtos, like from Asturias, Celtos, like from Galicia, Celto. But the Saxons don't call themselves Celtos, they call themselves Celtic. And the Romans call us something else. As you see, there is the same people with different names, depend how you view them or who is speaking. The same is right here. Maria. Maria is a name, is a Roman name from the Iberia Peninsula, the way you pronounce it. The Anglo-Saxons will pronounce it Mary, and we pronounce it Maria. As you see, it's the same name with different pronunciation, same language. But who created this language? Well, that name, that sound was created by the Philistine in the most eastern place of the Roman Empire, what we call today Judea or Palestina or Philistinia. As you see, the name have changed in pronunciation. So now, this lady...
handful of Latinas that I know that work in public media. So the fact...
working in public media is trying to say that she is a Latina from Latium, Peninsula Italica, utilizing names that does not belong to her. What they're doing is appropriating identity and destroying your identity, assigning you a different identity. And how they do it, they utilize what they call public media. Public media is nothing that a place, a medium, a medio ambiente, an environment, and that is exactly what that word say in English and Castilian and in any other language of the European descent, is the environment. So they are creating you an environment, an environmental place where you can feel good of yourself and assign a new identity, and they can sell your stuff. And in these places, what they are selling you is politics, is political ideas to control you, so you can follow a specific group of politicians. And that is the reason that Mr. Trump has completely take or remove their funding because they were against Trump. So now Trump is in power because the Ameriexes and the who is responsible for put Trump in power? Well, the people who have understood that this Maria Hinojosa is just selling you crap. They are so crazy, delusional, removing your rights. The people who accept that they are Latinos now are saying, "Hey, wait a minute, I am not a Latino." And this lady does not represent my ideas because somebody else is on the other side conditioning the population. So that it is what is happening is group of people trying to create different groups. But to do that, they're making a tremendous mistake because what they're doing is destroying an ethnic group. So analyze this. A, uh, a marketing group to sell you crap, the moment that they start utilizing your identity or destroying your identity, they destroy the country. They destroy the political jurisdiction. They separate people. And when you separate people, the next thing is going to happen is they are not going to like each other too well. And then they are going to defend their positions. And they are going to see each other as enemies. And who benefit this animosity? Well, the politicians, because now they can sell to this group and sell to this group. Like it happened right now, they are selling to the Jews weapons, and they are selling to the Palestinian weapons because they are selling weapons. If you see on television, you see all of them utilize the M16 rifle. I mean, everybody. So, so who is doing that? Who is separating us? Well, the politicians, the people who control the environment, the media, Fox News, CNN, everybody that can broadcast like me right now. I am trying to influence the view of the world. The only difference is that I am not selling you anything. I'm telling you who you really are, to remember who you really are. So let's see what they saying, and we follow along.
That I am here talking to you, a hometown girl, superstar that works in public media, makes it feel like it is possible.
Oh, heck yes! Aparte de Chicago, so you know.
So I want to dig in a little bit into your Chicago roots. Mm-hmm. Your family is from La Ciudad de Mexico.
Well, my mom is from La Ciudad de Mexico. My dad was probably from Tampico.
Okay, and so...
So there you heard. You have a woman, an Aztec woman. Look at that. Look at her face. That woman, she is an Aztec, an Azteca, an original from this continent. And they are being here since God created this planet. But now she's on television, on public media, sponsored by public money, to tell me that I am brown, that I am a color, that I am a Latino, because she has been conditioned to forget that she is an Azteca. But now she don't want to be an Azteca. She wants to be a Latina named Mary. You know, and that is so obvious, it's so destructive, it's so corrupt. That we need to put a stop to it. So we need to put a stop to it, not just from the perspective of the Latinos and the color code, but we need to put it in perspective of every other arrival in the United States of America. Today is Memorial Day, so we need to remember this. We need to remember this. Let me change my camera angle. We need to remember who are the humans, that we are just animals. We are not different than the chimpanzee or a pigeon or a cat or a dog. We are mammals. We are an entity. That's the first thing we got to remember, that we are a biology, a single biology, a single race, a single species. We are not many. We are not many. We are no colors. We are no brown and yellow and white and blue. And white is not a color. No, white is also a color. Yes, it is a color. So we are homogeneous. We can change our pigmentation within 3 or 4 generations. We can change our bone structure within 3 or 4 generations. The most important thing of a human is identity, what they accept, what they have learned, and what they defend. What after they accept it, they will defend. So Maria Hinojosa, she is defending, she have accepted that she is Latina because somebody has assigned to her a new sound, a new identity, and she accepted, and now she's making money out of it. But the reality is that she has forgotten that her grandparents created an empire since the year 336 when they enter the Roman provinces, when they enter the Roman Empire. By the time was the year 476, a little over 100 years later, they already have conquered the Romans. And by the year 1492, they arrive where her biology was present. The Mexica people in the American continent. And her father copulated with her mother a original biology, a original Azteca, and create something new. It created an Iberoamerican from the Iberia Peninsula, Ibero-Visigothic people, and the people from the American continent. That is something that we must remember. We cannot forget that. The moment that we forget that we are Ibero-Americans, we become second-class citizens. We do no longer build pyramids. We do no longer conquer empires and create new empires. Now we are just farm workers, color code brown. And who is doing that? The Polacos that we conquer. So as you see, today is a day of remembrance. Your name is Rodriguez, Gonzalez. Your name is Maria and Mario. Your name is Savoy and Lavoy. Your name is Guerra. You are very special. You are the conquerors and creators of the modern world. So do not allow no yellow submarine from Scotland to come here and say that you are a Latino. Do not allow no Polaco to learn how to speak English that you actually told them how to learn and create the conditions for they to arrive in the American continent to tell you that you are a Latino, a foreigner on your own land. No, you need to remember that. Not only remember that, start uniting behind that logo, behind that name. There is a correct terminology. The Ibero-Americans. And that is why I call this channel of mine Mundo Iberoamericano. It means the world of the Iberian people. So go up there and represent who you are. Remember the name on your geography. America. America is named after Americo Vespucius, also a Ibero-American. The capital of the United States of America that was created by those Ibero-Americans, Bernardo Conde de Galvez, Esteban Rodriguez Miro, George Washington, Marqués de Lafayette, Carlos III, Louis XVI, Gian Battista, that country created by them, the United States of America, Ibero-American country, and Ibero-American country, its capital is named after another Ibero-American, Cristobal Colon. Cristobal Colon. So you need to remember the American continent is from Canada to Chile, and every population in it is from America, from Ibero-America. Do not forget that America standing alone is just a geographical name. It is not a ethnic group. It is not a human identity. It is not a biology. It is not a race of people. It is not a geographical name of a continent, a single one, indivisible. The Ibero-American continent, named after Americo. Americo Vespucius, or how I pronounce it in the Castilian language or the Ibero-Visigothic language, Amerigo Vespucio. So when I say Americus Vespucius is in Latin, it's not in Castilian. So you need to remember that. You need to remember the sound of their names, because that define the political jurisdiction that you are living in and your identity, your true identity. You are Aztecas and Mayas and Incas. You are Iberians from Andalusia, Catalonia, Araneses. You are from the Iberia Peninsula, all these tribes. That is who you really are. You are from France. You are Francos, and you are Saxons, and you are Anglos. That is who you are. Yes, the French and the English are Americans too. Remember that they have possessions in our continent. So you need to remember that in today's day that we celebrate Memorial Day. You are one of us. You are not one of them. Color code, crazy MAGA people, ignorant of their existence. They came here because you created the conditions so they can take refuge. So make sure that you go up there and teach them. You are not white. You are nothing but a plebeian escaping tyranny, escaping democracy in Europe, and come here. And now you just want to make yourself feel good, persecuting the biology of Maria Hinojosa. And you, Maria Hinojosa, you need to recondition yourself and understand that you are one of us. You are not one of them. You are not brown. You are not white. You are not Latina. Well, saludos, and I'm going to go out there and celebrate today. I'm going to the beach. So, the best thing that we can do is enjoy ourselves.